Hello geometers and seekers of truth. In this video, we will look at one last example here in our study of base angles and base angles converse. And you see here we have two separate isosceles triangles, and let me just highlight this one, and I'm going to choose to work with this one first. The reason I'm going to do that is because simply I know more information about this one. I know that these two sides here are in fact congruent, and therefore the two base angles down here and over here, they have to be congruent as well. So using this, I can set up an equation. We can say that 5x minus 10 is equal to 3x plus 10. We add 10 to both sides, so I get 5x is equal to 3x plus 20. Then subtract 3x from both sides, so I get 2x is equal to 10. Excuse me, 2x is equal to 20. And then we divide both sides by 2, we get that x is equal to 10. So that completes at least one part of the problem that we've solved for x. Now, to solve for y, well, let's look at the other triangle. You also have congruent side lengths here. So that means if this angle here is 4y, then the angle across from it, it's congruent. That must also be equal to 4y. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to redraw this picture, at least just the part of it that is helpful to solving the problem. All right, so I have this angle here, this is this angle down here, this is equal to 4y. And well, if you look at this picture, these are the two angles that have x in them, and we can solve for the value of the two angles. Take 10 and plug it in for x, so we get 3 times 10 plus 10. So that means that that angle there has to be 40 degrees. And then this angle up here has to also be 40 degrees because it's congruent to the angle down here. And so finally we can use what's called the external angles theorem. I don't know if you remember this, but so it's good to review a little bit. The external angle theorem, which says that you have an external angle here, it must be equal to the sum of the two non-adjacent angles. So that means 4y must be equal to 40 plus 40. So we get that 4y is equal to 80, and then divide both sides by 4, and we get that y is equal to 20. And there you have it. The problem is here completed. There are certainly other ways to solve this problem. You don't necessarily have to use the external angle. I'm sorry, this is not called external. It should be called exterior angles theorem. The exterior angle theorem. There we go. So you don't necessarily have to use the exterior angle theorem, although it does speed things up a little bit. As always, keep working hard, ask for help, ask clarifying questions when you don't understand something, and have a wonderful day.